science all over the world. So naturally, Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures by Mary Baker Eddy heals thought and heals our world. We can be praying for somebody across the continent and it makes a difference. We can pray for Putin or whatever his name is. We can pray for our government knowing that the government is governed by one divine principled God, and that does bring healing. So yeah, Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures heals in all walks of life. If you're willing to open your thought to it. And reading it can heal you just simply by reading it. Many people have been healed just by reading Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. And then they know the truth and then they discover it for themselves. We all discover it for ourselves when we're healed.
Let me ask you this. Did it help you to be your very best?
Yes, it helps you to be your very best. For the betterment of mankind, Mary Baker Eddy puts it. Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures. For the betterment of mankind. Yes, indeed it does. It lifts our thought off of ourself and onto love. And that's what we are made to do. And blessings it will bring. That's what it does. It expands our thought. It helps us to love others as God loves us.
I love you, Patricia Blanchett.
Yes, I love you too, Glendora.
Love you, Phil Eddy.
Yes, Phil.
Phil Eddy.
I still haven't found the blanket, but I'll find it.
He's still looking for it.
Still looking for you.
Yeah, I'm a troublemaker.
Troublemaker.
You don't want to see me coming anymore.
Taking away from his cleaning duties.
Huh?
Taking away from his cleaning duties.
I would hope to be better this next year than I was this last year. I would hope to do more for people next year or this year than I did last year.
You do. You did a lot for people every year.
Is this it on the bed in here?
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, I think it might be.
After you searched the whole house,
It might be.
that's it.
Oh my gosh,
good.
it's on the bed. Oh my
Right on
gosh.
his bed, Glendora, and he went through every one of those boxes.
Oh my gosh.
Now that's funny.
Oh, that is funny. That is funny.
Poor Phil.
Wayne, she really brought her to life.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Poor Phil. He searched through all those boxes.
Oh my gosh.
And the blanket's right in there on the bed.
Good for you, Corrine.
Oh
Well,
my
at least
gosh.
somebody's using it.
That's right.
Oh.
So what is the status on the cars now, Glendora? No more.
Oh, folks, did you want to hear the latest on the cars? Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah,
I
we do.
received 2 weeks ago, I received a call from somebody and asked about the cars, and they said, "Is that $1,000 for each of them?" And I said, "No, it's $1,000 for both of them." Is that right? That's what it was, wasn't it?
I believe
$1,000
so,
for
yes. It was a package deal.
Yeah, he said, "Okay." And I said, "Now, why do you want the cars?" I said, "What would you do with them?" He says, "I would restore them." I said, "Well, if you're going to restore the cars, then I'm going to work with you. Meaning, I'm going to help you pay to get a truck out here and take both cars to Ohio." He lives in Ohio. He lives north of Cleveland. And so that's where it stands. He's going to call me again.
Oh,
Awesome.
And I'm going to work with him every way I can if he's going to restore them. Because there's 6 speakers of sound. There's a trip log that tells you your estimated time of arrival. You tell the how many miles it is, and when you're leaving, and then the computer will tell you when you're going to get there.
Mhm.
It tells you how many miles per gallon you're getting at the very moment you're going. It's in the beautiful upholstery and all those things. I just hate to crush all that.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see, folks, and thank you for asking about it.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, guys.
We're going, huh?
Yeah. I
Don't
gotta
you
hit the
don't you
road.
take my blanket.
No,
We will take your blanket.
that's yours.
That blanket is utilizable now.
Yes, it is.
Somebody's using it. It's on the
I don't
bed.
think anybody's
Utilizable. That's a good
Nobody's
word.
sleeping in there right
No,
now.
That's
I
a
don't think anybody's using the room right now.
They're not, so it's not utilizable. Okay, you can put it in front of the door.
That's another thing. Are you still taking ads to get somebody to take the room?
Oh, take the room? No. I've cooled on that one, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Corinne and Patricia, I go to bed at no later than 7 o'clock. And I'm in bed, and I mean in bed, all night long until 5. I don't see any reason why anybody has to be here with me. And I've got medical alert, and so I've cooled it, Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think of that? What's your opinion?
My opinion is that you're never alone because God is always with you. So that's
I
great.
like that too.
Calling for help. Calling for help.
Why did you do that?
Please wait. Your call will be connected to an operator shortly. Hello, this is South Connect America Medical Alert on a recorded line. Glendora, do you need any help or medical assistance?
Yes, honey, and thank you for calling me back. I'm okay. I was just testing it.
Hi, thank you so much for testing. Is your address still 45 Elm Street, Apartment A?
Yes, it is.
All right, I will mark this as your monthly test. Please continue to test with us once a month and have a great rest of your day.
You're a sweetheart. Take care, dear.
Thank you so much.
Oh, nice.
Now, Corinne and Patricia and Wayne, I have 24/7 when I have this, don't I?
Yes.
So I'm not going to have somebody else around here.
Right.
Yeah, it was the only reason you did was because the owner of the place was after you about it.
Right, Wayne.
And is
Wasn't
that subsided?
It wasn't.
Yes,
It wasn't.
yes, it's gone away. And I did it by writing a lawsuit and said I was suing her in the Supreme Court of the United States for violation of elderly rights.
All
Of
right.
elderly
Wow,
rights.
there you
Well, it
go.
wasn't because
And then I never heard from her again.
it wasn't because you wanted it in the first place. It was because she was after you about it.
They have no right to do that.
No.
That's right, honey.
That's right.
And if you don't stand up for that, you're going to lose those rights.
Yeah, people do need to stand up for their rights.
So I did it, and I read her letter on TV with her name and her address and my answer to it. And that was the end. I never heard from her again. And right now, she's very, very, very kind to me. We've got a problem with the sink. You don't know how hard they've worked on that. They think there's a pipe broken way down underneath. And they've had people in here, and they spent so much money on it. So she's very, very kind to me.
Awesome. Our God.
And we get along just fine.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
I have a 97-year-old that I take care of, and she has that thing that you have on her too. But she takes care of all her needs, and she does her laundry, and now she supposedly vacuums and does everything for herself. And I just take her to the grocery store and do her errands, like I take her to
Get her hair done.
get her hair done and things like that. But she's totally
Independent.
independent, yes.
It's
And-
beautiful.
Yes, it is. God sustains her life. I mean, the doctors said she had a broken hip and and then she had a problem with her knee, so now she has a brace on her knee. But she goes like crazy. She just has a cane, and she just walks around with a cane. And I try to help her, and she'll say, "No, stay back. I can do it. I can do it by myself." And
Good
she
going.
does. She does. She does.
Good going, Patricia.
Yes, she does.
Right, Wayne?
Yes, yes.
Yes, she does.
I say we live in an I can universe, not
And
an
she
I
says,
can't.
I can.
That's
You
right.
cannot tell this woman, her
That's
name is
right.
Betty.
I
You cannot
can.
tell her that she can't, because
I can't
the more
do it.
you tell her she can, the more she will show you that she can.
That's
She'll
right.
go up and down the stairs. She likes to craft, and she changes all her stuff in the house for every season, and she makes things in the house, and she always is right on top of everything, right on top of it. I don't
Just
even
like
do,
you, Glendora.
Yeah, I don't do her laundry anymore because she says I can do it. I bring it up sometimes, but she throws it down. She throws the thing down, and then I sometimes bring it up for her, or sometimes her family will come on the weekend and help her that way. But on the whole, she does everything for herself. She does. God is with her. God is definitely with her. And she worked till she was 91, and she drove a car till she was 91, and so
Everything's possible.
everything's possible.
You
with
gotta
God.
stop thinking
That's
that
right.
age has anything to do with life.
No, it doesn't.
Very good,
That's right.
Corinne.
Because that stops you when you start thinking, oh, I'm too old to do this.
She maintains that car.
Absolutely.
She maintains that car, and she tells me that one day I'll drive that car, and if she keeps that mentality up, she will drive that car.
Why don't you tell your testimony of your healing when they said you'd never drive again and what happened?
Well, I supposedly had a broken wrist, and I went through the doctor and everything, but I went through therapy and everything, and then but the swelling was still there. So and I said I couldn't drive, and Corrine said no, yes you can drive, and so I drove, and God was with me, and I drove that car.
They wanted to put a steel plate in her arm.
Yes, that's what they
And
wanted
she
to do.
refused
I
and
said
went
no.
back to science.
Yep.
Good.
And she was
Right,
permanently
Wayne?
healed.
Yes, yes.
Hey, listen, I have lots of money. Lots and lots of money. Phil, what about getting a bunch of Chinese dinners and we bring them here and eat them?
Okay.
What do you think of that? Could you go for Chinese dinner, Corinne?
Right now?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, right now I could.
I could.
Now, yeah.
Could you, you remember the Chinese dinner you bought us the last one time you were here, Wayne? I'd like to buy 3-4 of them, okay, hon? Phil? Phil, you can eat Chinese dinner, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm good. Thanks.
Will you do it, honey, and put it on the... I can give you cash for it, or you can put it
I'll
on
get my
the
card.
truss.
Okay.
I know what I would like.
Yeah. Let me write it down real quick.
I would like vegetarian chop suey. You want me to call up? Phil, do you want to go to the internet and read the menu for Corinne and...
No, you don't have to. We'll just get what?
We can all go with the vegetarian
Yeah.
chop suey.
I want a spring roll.
Oh, spring roll.
Oh,
That
okay,
sounds
we'll
good.
get you
Spring
5
roll.
or 6.
Spring roll. Yes.
I want spring roll.
Spring
Yes, we'll get you 5 or 6.
All right. That's all I care about. is I
Did
want
you
a
hear
spring
that, Phils?
Mhm.
And everybody else have a spring roll. So get about 10 spring rolls, will you?
All right.
roll. Why do you need 10?
Well, we all like them.
All right.
How long is it going to take them to get over there?
Where is it? Or what is it?
I would say 20 minutes, dear. No, it's actually, I've timed it. It's 14 minutes.
Oh, the one here.
14.
One here.
Yeah.
You should call it in.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you could call it in, Phil.
Do you know where it is, or what the name of it is?
Oh, Hannaford's.
Oh, Hannaford.
Oh, is it the one that?
It's in the long side of Hannaford's.
I don't think we can stay that long.
No,
That's
Oh, you
I-
can't stay that long?
No.
Well, all right. Can you think of something faster? Did you want to order,
Ice
would
cream
you
from
like,
Schwartz?
ravioli?
Oh,
That would
I
that
got
would
you.
be here in about 20 minutes. Would you like that? That wouldn't be bad, would it?
Well, I don't really
I
think
got
we.
you some at Trader Joe's. You asked for vegan ravioli.
Well, it's not vegan. It has cheese in it, but
Oh no, we really didn't come here to eat Glendora. I think we needed to get back to Pittsfield, didn't we?
okay. Wayne is voting no. What do you vote, Patricia? Wayne wants to go home.
Well, I have to go with, Corinne's the driver, so I have to go with whatever Corinne.
Well, you know what Corinne's got to do when she gets the heck back there? I got to finish making that carrot cake because Bill's brother's coming over tomorrow
okay.
to fix the furnace, and that is a monster of a cake to
I
make.
know that she mentioned leaving a while ago, and that's why I said that.
No, Phil is Wayne is a homebody. He likes to stay home. It was pretty good to get him out of the house, and thank you for doing that, Corinne and Pat.
Well, Wayne's the one that initiated it and said, I must get Glendora her cookies
Yes, thank you.
before they go bad. And so I said, you're going to have to freeze them because we'll have to go after the holidays on
Right.
a Thursday preferably.
Okay, Glendora, you get an A. You tried to feed him.
Yes,
I
you
could make you Glendora specialty, which is something that I thought looked disgusting when I first came here, but it's one of my favorite meals now.
What is it?
It's so easy. It's mashed potatoes, a can of peas,
Grow.
some type of vegan meat, and
Bro.
croutons. I do it without the croutons, but
Uh,
it is surprisingly delicious.
Well, as
It is good.
surprisingly as delicious as it sounds, I have to renege.
It is good, yes.
I had some 2 nights ago, guys.
Yes,
I believe you. I do. And the next time we come, we're going to get Chinese, right?
We're going to get what?
We're going to get vegan next time we come.
Very good. And the next time you come, I'm going to have my blanket out.
You can even put it in front of the door if you want. Because it's utilizable then. Yeah, I don't want nothing in my house that isn't utilizable. I said to my son, he's there, what, you want me to move out?
Oh, no.
You don't think that's funny?
Yes, right.
Well, what about your collection of dolls?
They're utilizable.
Oh,
You know why? Because a little girl just entered into my house. It was my husband's son's girlfriend's little girl because him and his wife are getting a divorce, and her name is Shelby. And she was in the reading room with Bill and Bill. And she was looking at the dolls. And Bill said to me, he said, Shelby is looking at your dolls and she thinks they're so beautiful. And I said, well, then if she thinks they're so beautiful, then I guess she must have to have a doll of her own. So I
Oh.
took her out into the living room, and I have a curio cabinet full of dolls.
Oh.
And I told her to go in there and take whatever doll she wanted, but she had to make sure that she took very good care of it because it was a collectible doll. So you know what she picked?
No.
She picked Precious Moments Angel doll.
Oh.
And she was so excited. That's why those dolls are utilizable. Anytime somebody comes over, if they see something they want, there you go. You can have it. Even my coats.
Oh.
Even whatever I have, somebody will mention, oh, gee, I would love that. Here, you can have it.
Oh.
I you know, people are so humble. And that little girl, she was so humble. She said, does that mean that I have to wash my hands every time I pick her up?
Ha!
And I said, that'd probably be a good idea. And she said, does that mean that nobody can touch it unless they wash their hands? And I said, that'd probably be good. And she said, does that mean that I have to put it in a very special place? And I said, yeah, that's probably good. And do you think I have to name it? And I said, yeah, that'd probably be really good. And she said, well, I can't think of a name. She said, can you name it? And I said, okay, Alethea.
Oh,
So she named it Alethea.
oh, pretty.
And
Oh,
she
wow.
said, why did you want to name it Alethea? And I said, because I always wanted a little girl, and I had 2 sons, and every time I tell somebody to name their little girl Alethea, they don't do it. And she said, oh, that's such a good story.
Is she the one who wants to come to church?
Yes. She said, because she saw science and health all over the place in that reading room. It's full of the Bible and science and health and this and that, the sentinels and the monitors and the journal. And she said, this looks like a room of church. And I said, yeah, more or less. It's kind of like where we do our studying. And she says, well, she said, Bill, that's Bill's son. She said, Bill, I think I want to start going to church.
Huh.
So she's got a desire to go to church.
Huh.
She said, if I go to church, what would I learn? And I said, you would learn about God and how you can go to God
About God, love.
for everything. And that God will always protect you and love you no matter what.
You would learn about God, love.
How does it say in our thing that we say? You will learn about God. I can't believe we forgot.
What does it say in what?
I say it every Sunday
the
and every
announcement.
Wednesday.
Oh, you say
We will
people are welcome to bring their children to the
know
Sunday
that
school.
the children will learn about God
And how to turn to him in every
and
need.
how, that's it. They will learn about God and how to turn to Him in every need.
Learn about love.
Well, God is love,
God
so
is love,
it's
yes.
it's the same thing. God, love,
Interchangeable.
truth, life. It's all God. Okay, we love you,
We love you.
Love you, yes.
and we'll come again.
Well, we have to thank Phil for all he did for us.
Oh, yes.
And Phil, you found that darn blanket after going through all these.
Well, you found it, didn't you? You're the one that said it.
No, he said
Oh,
it.
he said isn't that
He
his
said it's the
blanket?
blanket on the bed.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, after he went through all those boxes
Yeah.
to find. He said, I'll find it.
Yeah, he did. He found it.
No,
So it was about ready time to go through
I
again.
notice
so,
your hats
yeah.
are not in the hat, what you used to call a hat room. They're not on the wall in the hat room.
There's, I had to put a few in there, Wayne.
You did? I don't see. Oh, I don't see them from here.
Yeah, I had to put a few in here because they wasn't room out
Phil,
here, dear.
you gotta hang this back up. I'm not tall enough. Even with shoes on.
Because I know you had a lot more than you have in this room.
And thank you for keeping track of them on TV.
Oh. Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, we had fun.
Yes, we had a nice.
Well, we
visit.
certainly did have fun.
Yes.
What time did you get here, folks?
11:30.
Around 11:30?
Yeah.
And what time is it now?
Almost 2.
Almost 2?
Yeah.
Almost 2:30?
No, it's 10 to 2.
Oh,
10 to
okay.
2,
10
so
to 2.
We've been here for over 2 hours.
How many exactly, Wayne? How many minutes?
2 hours, probably 2 hours, 20
It
minutes.
takes 40. It takes about 40
How
minutes
many?
to get here.
Okay, how many seconds, honey?
Well, I can't tell you that. That changes every second. So, Glendora, you keep doing well, and it was nice to visit with you again.
Oh, honey, you are precious to me.
You're a precious moment, Wayne.
We go back, you know, to 1955.
Yeah.
Bye, darling. You know you're always in my thoughts.
Yes,
Yes, and I love that, honey.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. And will you keep it going?
I will.
Yes.
And Patricia,
Yes.
keep
yes.
it going, honey.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes. Definitely.
Hi,
Yeah, it is
And
fun.
say hi to
Nice
Bob.
hanging out
Yes,
with
I
ya.
will.
Yes,
He's
nice
going
to meet you,
exercising
Phil.
today.
Nice to meet you, Phil.
Likewise.
Sorry you had to
Seen
go
you
through
on
those
television.
boxes. Look at all those boxes he went through.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable.
Glendora, he went through every one of those boxes to find that blanket, and it was all
and
tied
then,
on
and
the
then,
back.
And those aren't the only boxes she has. The museum is full of them.
Oh my gosh.
now that's perseverance that I don't have.
That's perseverance.
All right, he's glad to see us go. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It gives me a chance to get cleaning done. So.
You're welcome.
Well, next time I'll have it out, honey.
Okay. All right.
Okay, take care, Glendora.
Take
We'll
care,
talk soon.
Glendora.
Bye now. Bye, Phil.
Grace and peace unto you all.
You as well.
Grace and peace.
Oh, that was so lovely, Phil. Thank you.
That was. Yeah. Can I get you anything? How about water?
Oh, time for water. Thank you.
Yeah, this one, I think you need to, I'll fill it up and wash it real quick.
Oh, you want to fill it, hon?
Yep.
All right.
Here's a
Fill it. Fill it.
freshly washed one.
Fill
The
it.
white
Fill
one.
it. Fill it.
Fill it, fill it.
Fill it. Fill it. Fill up. Fill it. How does that go? Fill up. Fill up. Hey Google, what time is it, please?
It's 1:50 p.m.
Thank you. What a lovely, lovely visit.
And you know what? That's gonna make a great episode for TV too.
What, dear?
That'd be a great episode for TV.
Say it again, hon.
That would be a great episode for TV. It's like when a TV show does a reunion with old people that were on the show, and
Yes.
yeah, go back over memories. That's something that people watch.
Oh,
and they've never seen.
definitely. And you know, people like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Robert Jackson particularly likes that kind of a program.
It all flowed. There was never a dull moment. And Phil was in the background cleaning.
Now, Glendora, where were you? I think you were on number 4. And I think you were on number 3. So that's 4-4. I think you helped Corrine relax and be herself.
Oh, good. I seemed nervous at first about being on camera. And then she ended up being on camera more than anyone else, it seemed. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. I got the exterior hallway cleaned and mopped.
Oh, thank you.
And I dusted it and got the walls. And the outside, that step there, I got that all wiped down. I got half the steps going upstairs wiped down so that people can scuff their feet on those. I got the board wiped cleaned off. And the mats, I shook those out. And as I went along over with the boxes here, I repaired a bunch of them that just needed some more tape on the edges. So it was good to go through them. And I got the vacuum parts taken apart and cleaned and dried for the most part. One of them needs to be dried more, but yeah. And I got the mail.
Oh, thank you.
And you got a gift.
A gift?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll share it with you.
And I got the advertiser cut out.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
And posted? Pasted?
Oh, not yet. I did what I could from back in the kitchen. So, this is to Glendora from Paul and Karen.
From whom?
Paul and Karen.
From whom?
Paul and Karen.
Paul?
I think so. Let me see what the package said again.
Paul in Oregon?
Yep, Salem, Oregon. Yep. Yep. 114 Wallace Road, Northwest, Salem, Oregon. Media mail. All right. There's a card and a gift. Which one would you like first?
The card, please.
Okay. Here you go. It says Merry Christmas with Santa, and he's putting.
What is it?
It's a Santa putting presents under a tree. It's an old-fashioned drawing. It says Merry Christmas. And then Merry Christmas, Glendora. Heartfelt greetings and best wishes at Christmas and throughout the year. Pat and Karen. Paul and Karen. Excuse me.
Paul who?
And Karen. It doesn't say his last name.
Martin, dear.
Martin? Okay. Yeah.
And it is from Oregon?
Yep.
Yeah,
Salem.
that's Paul Martin.
All right.
And he's like Wayne. He's the same age as Wayne, and he watched the SS Glendora when he was a little boy in Scotia, New York.
Oh.
Oh, I should have told Wayne that. He wants to know about that. Okay, Glennie, be sure you tell him tomorrow.
Okay. And then here's the gift. Would you like to open it, or would you like me to?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's 2 CDs, and they're in German. Ein Straussfest, Johann Strauss, the Cincinnati Pops Orchestra, and Grupo Condor, Sueños Dreams, instrumental. Very neat.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There's one. There's the Straussfest.
Wow, how many discs?
That one is 1 disc with looks about 24 songs.
Oh, there's more than one disc in here, isn't there?
Nope, just one. And then this one. Okay, and then this one is Latin American music. Group Condor. Features instruments such as the guitar, charango, bombo, rain stick, pre-Columbian whistles, triple Colombiano. This sounds like coffee. Guernas and guernachos.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Huh.
You give me such expensive gifts, honey.
That's very neat. And that one has a picture of, it looks like aristocrats dancing maybe 200 years ago. It's a very nice painting.
Well, Paul and Phil, thank you.
Would you like the envelope for that card?
Again?
Would you like that card in its envelope?
No,
Okay.
I want it right here.
All right.
Oh, in its envelope? Yes.
Okay. And then you also got a letter from Orange Street Cats.
Orange Street Cats,
Yep.
I sent them money.
Good. Okay. It says, "Thank you. Dear Glendora, thank you so much for your thoughtful donation of $10 to Orange Street Cats on November 28th, 2022. Your donation goes a long way to providing the cats and kittens in our care with a second chance. They thank you also. We wish you all good things in the new year. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Everyone at Orange Street Cats." I feel this paper. It's got a very
Thank you, Phil.
interesting texture to it.
Is there a picture?
Yep, it's I'm not sure what the plant would be, but it's a plant that looks like it's got like baby's breath.
Is it a
flowers on
cartoon picture or
No, it's a drawing.
a drawing?
Yep, a black and white drawing on a tan colored paper, which has a very neat texture, I gotta say. It almost looks like leather, but it doesn't feel like leather. And it definitely wouldn't be leather coming from them. But, huh. All right. So is the strategy with the cards to go through 5 every day?
Excuse me?
Did I hear that the strategy for the cards is 5 every day on Soul to Soul?
Diction?
Did I hear while you guys were talking about the cards you're going to do 5 per day for Soul to Soul?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Hey Google, timer, 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes. Starting now.
Now that's 4 glasses, and is it 4 or 5?
I can get us an answer, I think.
Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5. Did you move the camera?
Nope, it was just a little bit farther back so that I could get everybody in when they came
I
along.
can't reach it from here.
I'm moving it up for you. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.